everyone, and welcome to Sharp Dress Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2018. We're here once again with the team I brought to Dallas Regionals. This will be the last video with this team, and there should be the team breakdown coming up tomorrow. Hopefully, I just gotta sit down and record it. And I've got to get this one out, so I've got to render this one, and then I can record after that. So, you know, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. But, yeah, we're going to hop into it and see if we can get good this time. Last video, we didn't do so hot. We did pretty terribly, actually. But I am excited for the next team coming up here. Either I'm going to use my one that I'm going to use in, frickin' Illinois. But I might save that one for after Illinois and do a different one. I've got a couple teams that I've been testing out, and they're both pretty fire, so we'll see. I also haven't 100% decided which one I want to bring, but our first opponent is going to be a 15-11 rated player. McEarl? Is that the name? But we've seen a Alolan Muck, a Porygon 2, Kartana, Tapu Fini, Garchomp, and Charizard. I also wanted to say, since there is a Charizard on the field, last time I was talking about freezing the Aegislash in the sun. You can't do that. I knew that, but like at some point in Dallas, somebody said, "Oh, I wish you could. I wish Pokemon wouldn't freeze in the sun." I'm like, I thought they did, but then I'm like, oh, they must be smarter than me, so they know. So don't believe everything you hear, kids. You cannot freeze in the sun. At that point in that game, we wouldn't have won anyway, but it is good to point out you cannot freeze in the sun. I looked it up myself. You cannot. So we don't have a lot of time left. How do we do it? This team loses a Kartana pretty hard. You have to play pretty well to get around it. So I'm going to go Tapu Koko for sure. I go Tapu Mamo. Because as long as it's not AV Kartana, I don't know my calcs against Kartana, which I probably should. Ooh, I don't know how this team is going to do. No Politoed. Alright, no Ludicolo. We do have a Politoed. No Ludi, though. I'm going to turn the in-game music down just a little bit, because I think it might be too loud. Before it wasn't loud enough, and now I think it's too loud. I have the new OBS updated. I had to update OBS to get it to work again. And, I don't know how these volumes are sounding. So we have Mamo Tapu as a lead against Garchomp Porygon 2. So I like our Garchomp matchup with Mamo. I like Mamoswine here, but not Tapu Koko. We're going to see the download for special attack, unfortunately, from Porygon 2. So I do want to get Koko out of here. So I'm just going to Volt Switch off the P2, just get a little bit of baby damage. And then we're going to Icicle Crash this Garchomp. I don't think Garchomp stays in. If it does, it probably protects. Okay, he stays in. Probably wasn't expecting me to be Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf Mamo catches so many people off guard. And we're going to one-hit KO that Chomp. So that's beautiful. Get that thing out of the way right away. We're going to get Koko out of here. I'm going to get Koko out of here because he's not doing much anyway. I could bring in Polly or Skiz. I'm going to bring in Scissor because this baits in the Charizard so that I can get rid of that nonsense and tomfoolery. But if he Trick Rooms here, we'll be in... Yeah, he Trick Roomed. That's not great, just because my Pokemon that deal with Charizard are all faster than Charizard. Just naturally, so... I mean, not naturally, because we have a Choice Scarf on Mamoswine, but... It's going to be Muck, though. I can deal with Muck. Muck is fine. Because what I do here is I just Mega Evolve my Skiz. And then I Bug Bite the Muck to stop that Hoo-Hee. And then either he's going to knock off, or Poison Jab my Mamo. I don't think he goes after Skiz here. I don't think he has a way to. Unless Muck gets Fire Punch. Does Muck get Fire Punch? I don't know. If it does, we're bringing in Politoed, so... Yeah, we're going to bring in Politoed just because... Politoed's only here for Charizard. And I think he would have brought Charizard in there. Since my Scissor was sitting there, and he knows my Mamoswine is Choice Scarfed because I outsped Garchomp. Unless that was like a bulky Garchomp, but I don't know. Alright, so Scissor's going to Mega Evolve. We're going to get to eat a berry off this Muck. We should live 2 hits. Well, it is a +1 Porygon too, and it's in terrain, so it might, if it Thunderbolts, oof, that could be a problem. Skiz! Oh, we eating that up, and Muck is going to go for knockoff into the Politoed, which is fine. That just gets, I mean, it's not great because it gets rid of our berry, but we do get to eat this Muck's berry, which I assume it has. 50% damage, we get to eat a Figgy. Whew. Whew. Skiz is kind of out here right now. I could Helping Hand Bullet Punch that Muck and just get rid of it. But I don't know that it wants to stay in here, because it really can't do anything else. So I'm going to Swords Dance up with the Scissor. And I wish I could protect Politoed. But I'm actually going to switch Politoed for Mammo. I'm going to see if I can pull some switches out here. Because he might Thunderbolt my Politoed now. I don't know what Muck wants to do, because it looks like it's staying in. Unless my Politoed is just slower and everything. Nope, okay. Thunderbolt does actually go into Scissor again. Alright. And he paralyzes me this time. You suck. That does mean I'm going to be going faster. He's going to knock off my Scissor. He hates this Scissor. But we get the Swords Dance off, which is nice. Well, we have to go for Bug Bite on the P2. And Mamoswine's going to be the fastest thing. I'm just going to Earthquake with Mammo. I'm just going to Earthquake with Mammo, because my Scissor will probably go down. Okay, Muck protects. Never mind. I'm going to KO my own Scissor. I was worried about that, but it's fine. We get a +2 Bug Bite off on the P2, which almost KOs it, and Thunderbolt's going to KO me. Okay, so this works out fine then. This works out just fine, because Earthquake's going to KO the P2. Bop, 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 bop. There we go. And then as long as it's not Charizard in the back, we should be good. We should be good. It's Charizard. It is Charizard. So, how many turns of Trick Room are left? This is the last one. I'm going to protect my Coco and Earthquake. We have to hope that the Muck has to like Poison Jab my Coco here. He can't double into Mammo. Or have Overheat on Charizard. Because Heat Wave shouldn't KO us with Thick Fat. Because my Mamoswine does have Thick Fat. Because we wouldn't have been able to bring in Politoed to be able to get rid of the Sun. Tapu Koko is going to protect. Okay, Muck does go for Poison Jab into the Coco. That's perfect. As long as we don't see Overheat. Solar Beam, that's going to KO me too. This is the time where it's bad to have a Choice Scarf Mamoswine. Yeah, we're naive nature, so we don't live that, unfortunately. I don't know, because there's been so many times. Oh, and we lose our terrain too, even better. Actually, wait, never mind, we're good. We got Politoed. Politoed. We got Politoed, so we Gucci gang. Because it's going to set up the Drizzle. So the Sun is now gone. And what should happen here is my opponent should protect his Zard and Poison Jab with Muck. So I just double Muck. Even if I don't double Muck, Charizard shouldn't be able to KO my Tapu Koko here. So we should be good. Yep, Charizard protects. Perfect. Here's the Thunder, the Lightning, and the Thunder. Bah. I like how all of the electric moves are based around Thunder instead of Lightning, because Thunder's the noise. My opponent's salty because I made a play. Alright, you ugly. You are an ugly little ugly boy. Alright, good job. You are the best player. That salty disconnect. Can we get a fidget spin for that one? I just found my fidget spinner when I opened my drawer, so. But yeah, guys, we pick up a clean game one there. Other than the disconnect. Doesn't necessarily make it clean because we have to wait around to get that that win on our ranking scale. But if you guys are enjoying this series and this team, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you have not already while we face a player from Tokyo. And if you want to try the team out for yourself, link is in the description below for the Pastebin and the QR code. Ooh, we see a pretty interesting team. We got a couple different modes here. Well, actually, it's all speed. It's all speed mode because there's no Trick Room setter unless his Metagross is carrying Trick Room, which would be really interesting. But yeah, we got Tapu Lele, Mega Metagross, most likely, Torkoal, Lilligant, Mega Charizard Y, and Arcanine. 3 fire types? Alright. Well, Mamoswine and my Rain definitely want to come to this. They might bring Torkoal. They might bring Torkoal just because it's a slower than my Politoed. So their weather would win because of how speeds work here. I like Scissor, but then I don't. But I think we go... Ew, there's just so many Pokemon I could bring, man. I think we leave Coco behind. We go Mamo Incineroar. Ludi Poly. Well, actually, if I have Ludicolo, we go Incineroar. I wanted to bring Tapu Koko, but I think Incineroar is more important here. Especially with that Malicious Moonsault. We still haven't gotten a Malicious Moonsault off. So, I would like to get one off for a KO this video. Because that's the best part of this team, man. Getting a Malicious Moonsault KO, there's nothing like it. Alright. So we got our trainer from Japan here. Let's see what they have for a Mamoswine Ludicolo lead. Torkoal Lilligant. That's what I expected. Let's see the drought. I can just fake out Torkoal here. The thing is that the Lilligant might just bot my Mamo. Well, I just bring Mamo out then for Poly. We bring in Politoed there and fake out the Torkoal. Because the Lilligant shouldn't be able to touch my Ludi. So we stop the Torkoal from attacking if he wants to go for an after you. Which Lilligant tend to do. And that's how he gets his speed with his Torkoal here. Is by going for after you. Okay, Torkoal actually withdraws. For Charizard Power? Nope, Tapu Pele. So stopping my fake out. That's fine. I was trying to fake out that slot anyway. And fake out's not going to do a ton. So what do I care? And Lilligant does go for Sleep Powder into the Politoed on Fort. That was another good reason to bring Tapu Koko, is to stop that from happening, but on Fort, it still happened. So Politoed can't do much of anything here, so I'm just going to attempt the Helping Hand, but it's not going to work. And then I'll just Ice Beam the Lilligant. I could hit the Lele, but I think we do. Okay, never mind. Lele switches out for Torkoal, I assume, yeah. That's on Fort. Torkoal. As long as this Lele doesn't have Psychinium. Watch it have Psychinium. Okay, Ice Beam uselessly into the Torkoal. Psyshock. That's not good for Ludi, because we're a Solviz Ludi. Frick! That must be Specs. There's no way that thing won't hit KOs. Well, I bring in Mamoswine and Earthquake myself here is what I do. Every day of the week is what I do. Alright. I'm going to attempt the Helping Hand again. Oof, we are not in a good position. Lele's are starting to carry Psyshock more and more often, especially for, Oh, I almost Icicle Crashed that spot. But I almost Icicle Crashed Lele is what I did. Helping Hand here. So that would have been a better play, but it's a Choice Scarf Lele. At least it's Psyshocking me. Can I live a Psyshock? Yeah, I can live a Psyshock. If it was Psychic, my Mamoswine would have went down there, so... You know, you take what you can. Politoed takes just about 50% there. Just perfect. We critically hit the Lilligant, which is lovely. And I get to eat my berry with the poly. Now the question is, I have to switch out Politoed for Incineroar, because I could bring Incineroar in for Mamoswine, but then I don't have my... Let's just do it. Icy Wind, and I'll bring in Incineroar. Because Incineroar won't get KO'd then by Psyshock, because it's immune. But my Politoed goes down a little again. Especially if it's Bloom Doom Lilligant like this one is. Yeah, I figured that'd happen. But Incineroar gets to come in for free, so that's kind of neat, I guess. No, it's not, because our Mamoswine just faints here anyway. Oh, never mind, they Bloom Doom the Incineroar like a fool. Did that mean you Psyshocked my Politoed? I suppose my opponent didn't know it was Choice Scarf because the Lele was outspeeding, and I'm going to take Psyshock because I'm max, not max attack, I'm max defense. And the Icy Wind just missing out on the KO on Lilligant, but that'll bring Lele slower to Incineroar, which is great. And also, they shouldn't be able to KO my Incineroar here. I don't Malicious Moonsault, though, because that's just a waste of my time. He has to go for the Sleep Powder. So I just Scald the Lilligant slot, and I also Darkest Lariat there. Because the Lele can't touch my Incineroar here. I'm going to withdraw so they can later on, though. And so that they're fast again. Arcanine comes in, though. That's not great. I should have just, Malicious Moonsaulted the Arcanine slot. Leaf Storm from the Lilligant's going to go into the Politoed, though, and KO me on Fort. Crit. On Fort, crit. We get the Darkest Lariat. Weirdness is going to disappear from the battlefield. So this is bad. I should have I should have Malicious Moonsaulted the Arcanine. Oh, he brought in Torkoal like a fool. So this means I can just Earthquake with Scrammo. Why did you bring in Torkoal here? Actually, I can just Rock Slide with Mamo. And we go for the Malicious Moonsault on the Torkoal or the Arcanine. Let's go for Arcanine. I don't know that it matters here. Extreme Speed, yeah, Extreme Speed Arcanine. Never mind, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters when you have Extreme Speed Arcanine. But we get a Malicious Moonsault off. It's not going to KO, though, unfortunately, because we're -1. We do get it off, though. And I shouldn't need to censor this. Game Freak. Because it should only be pre-marinas you need to censor from the starters. But if you see a censor bar on it right now, then I had to censor it. Ooh, can we get it? Oh, so freaking close, man. Miss. Why'd you Heat Wave? Oof. Oof. The Sunlight's going to fade, but now the Arcanine can KO. With Extreme Speed. That's unfortunate. So many unfortunate things. You think that was Choice Band Arcanine? I'm really sad we lost that team. Because, like, even if I had Malicious Moonsaulted there on the Arcanine switch-in, it would have played out the same, essentially. But I would have KO'd the Arcanine, and then the Lele would have came in and KO'd me anyway. So it didn't necessarily matter, but what can you do? We got a Malicious Moonsault off, at least. It just missed out on the KO. If we weren't -1, it KOs. A 3 Fire-type team, huh? I don't know. I'm sure we made some terrible plays there, and you guys will point them out in the comment section for me so I can learn from them later on. 1500, fresh little baby face. Let's see what they got. Trick Room. With Charizard. And 2 Tapus. Tapu Koko, Tapu Bulu, Incineroar, Charizard, Porygon 2, and Mega Mawile. So double Mega as well. Double Mega, double Tapu. Double Fire. 3 Fairies. Anything else I should point out? I like Scissor and I don't like Scissor. I think we can get around using Scissor. I think Incineroar is better than Scissor. So we'll use Incineroar for sure. Mamoscramo's good. And Rain? I don't know if Tapu is worth it. I think we'll go Poly. See, I like having Tapu for Volt Switch into Poly. But I like Mamo too much. Do we just not use Incineroar? That's relying a lot on Mamo and Ludi to take out the Bulu. But I'm in the rain. Yeah, let's do it. Ludi, Coco, Mamo, Poly. Let's do it. Let's do it. Again, be sure to hit that like and subscribe if you have not already. I'll really appreciate that. And try the team out for yourself. In the description below, Pastebin and QR code. And this will be the final battle with this team. Also, be sure to leave suggestions for teams down in the comment section below. I always love seeing what you guys come up with, and every once in a while they inspire me to make a team about them. So, either Pokemon, or full teams, or just different strategies. With Porygon 2 Charizard as a lead, I enjoy that. I do enjoy this. So Charizard might just straight up protect here. We get the download on the attack. But I just like take on this Porygon 2. I fake it out, and then I Volt Switch off of it too. Because Porygon 2s never carry Protect. And if you do carry Protect on Porygon 2, you're playing in VGC 3019. So, not even 3018, 3019. Okay, we do see the Mega Charizard, which is perfect. Pinch emoji. If you're protecting that Charizard, that was a terrible play. Typically, when you're going up against other weathers and you want your Charizard's weather to win, you want to wait for their weather to be in. So if they're protecting here, it was a waste of their thing. Okay, they don't protect. But this is still fine, because both my Pokemon are going to be going before that Charizard. So if the Charizard went for anything... If it went for Solar Beam or any Fire-type moves, it's going to be sadly mistaken when my Politoad's sitting there. Because it'll be stuck in Solar Beam. And then all Fire-type moves will be reduced because of the rain. Let's see what Charizard went for, though. It did go for Heat Wave, so we're going to eat that up. Between a Sulfast, Ludicolo, and being a Politoad. And Porygon 2 is going to flinch because of the obvious thing. The obvious Fake Out. I'm going to double double Porygon 2 here because Charizard's switching out. Bulu comes in, too. I could have Energy Balled the barnacles out of that Porygon 2, but I did Scald, which is still boosted by the rain, so I'm okay with that. Ludicolo. Ooh, Politoad. Oh, we get the burn, too, but Politoad should be able to pick it up. Yeah, it is. So this is unfortunate because now Charizard gets to come in for free. Charizard does now get to come in for free. There it is. Charizard is just such a hard matchup for this team, and there's so many of them. Charizard's like the most used Mega on Battle Spot right now. It's like 5th overall for used Pokemon, and out of all the Megas, it's the most used. So I just Ice Beam the Bulu just to get a little bit of baby damage off on it. Now, like, I have to switch Politoad, but into what? I guess Coco. It reduces the Woodhammer damage from the Bulu. I don't think Ludi takes one anyway. But then my Coco is taking a Heat Wave, most likely. Unless he Solar Beams for some reason. If he Solar Beams Politoad, we might be good. Or if he tries to Woodhammer Politoad. Let's see what happens. Charizard does go for Heat Wave, though. On Fort. Ah! He crit my Ludi. And Tapu Koko just straight up faints from that. So Ice Beam into the Bulu. It'll do nice damage, but it won't KO and it won't freeze. It does over 50. We never freeze. And actually the crit from the Heat Wave kind of helps because now the Bulu gets less health back. Crits me. You ugly. You ugly. Double crit on my Ludi. And it's a Life Orb Bulu, so he gets no health back. That's nice. Alright, so I just bring in Mammal Scramble and Poly. And now it doesn't matter what that Charizard does. So I guess, actually, a better play I could have done there is Helping Hand Ice Beam the Bulu. Because then my Mammal would have came in anyway and been fine, but... what does my opponent possibly have in the back? Mawile, Incineroar, or Tapu Koko. I don't like any of that. I mean, if it's not Mawile, so it's either Incineroar or Koko. So I should just be able to Rock Slide for the rest of the game here. Rock Slide and Helping Hand. He's gonna withdraw the Charizard. Obviously, get his terrain. Oh, Incineroar comes in. That's fine. I'm okay with this. Helping Hand from Politoed. So we have a Helping Hand Rock Slide. Bulu protects. That's fine. Rock Slide from Mammo. Oh, this is perfectly fine. Well, actually, it's not. This is not perfectly fine, because now the Incineroar gets to fake out my Mammo, and Tapu Bulu gets to do whatever it wants to Politoed, which is going to be freaking Horn Leech. There's so many times I wish I had Protect on this Politoed, and maybe I get rid of Icy Wind, because, well, Icy Wind just comes in handy. All these moves are just so handy. Maybe I get rid of Scald. I don't know, because Helping Hand is really useful. Perish Song is so nice for some end games. I don't know, man. Polly, what's the chance of you living a Horn Leech? He might just fake out and Horn Leech my Mamoswine, though, then. That would probably be his better play. Okay, my Politoed outspeeds. Burn him! Burn his ugly! Burn him! Yes! We have a pretty good chance of living now. Woodhammer is less of a chance. Okay, he does Woodhammer Mammo. Mammo! Ah, you ugly boy. Choice Scarf Mammo doesn't always work out for us either, because then we can't protect it either. But there's just so many times you need outspeed stuff. Like Charizard. And Landorus Therian. And Garchomp. But yeah, he made the good play where he attacked the Mammo. I was worried about him attacking Politoed, and I probably would have made that play, and it wouldn't have been a good one. So my opponent made a good play there. But now the question is, does this Charizard have Solar Beam? My Politoed should be the slowest thing on the field. Do I just try and win this with Parasong? It's not going to work because we don't have Protect. But if this thing doesn't have Solar Beam and this Incineroar it has Solar Beam, we're dead. We'd hope for the best. It's unfortunate. Yeah, like I said, Charizard is just such a hard matchup for this team. Because when you're messing with my weather like that, and so many Pokemon are weak to fire on this team too, I think is a big problem. Oh, I'm actually faster than the Incineroar, so we would have lost anyway. Because there's no way I KO'd the Incineroar. And it's Malicious Moonsault! No! 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 The biggest insult of all time. For the final battle, we get KO'd by Malicious Moonsault, which we've been trying to do this entire freaking video. Entire week. What a slap in my face. I am done with this team, man. I have such high hopes for this team. And this team is good. It just doesn't like Charizard. Or Kartana. But that's just like the ultimate right at the end. Just right in the face. Just back and forth. Just like that. That's us. Oh, man. That's so upsetting. Why would you do that to me? Well, type F in the comments for out of respect. for condolences for my utter destruction. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. If you do want to try this team out for yourself, I promise you it is good. If you want to try it out for yourself, be sure to check the links in the description for the Pastebin if you want to use it on Showdown, or the QR code if you want to use it on Battle Spot for yourself within game. Like and subscribe if you have not already. Leave suggestions for teams and Pokemon and strategies in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys next time. Stay sharp, everyone.